Year 7 has gotten off to a very strong start this year, everybody, as we enter the episode of 20-5. But we are coming off our worst loss of the season, our worst offensive game of the entire season. And I think that part of it has to do with the playbook that we were using to start the year, the 2013 Heat playbook. Obviously, we already talked about how this takes away a lot of open jump shots, less shots for Kuminga and for Jovanovic, and a lot more contested jumpers and contested shots overall, and just less of a modern feel to the game. So, last episode at the very end, I made a change to our game plan to change the playbook to the modern Lakers playbook, the base one as of right now. Might add or take away a couple of plays as we move throughout the season with this one, but going to keep working through these offensive issues in the showcase games because obviously that's where the playbook has the most impact. But Mac Boyd continues to lead the NBA in points, and he is, I guess, on track to win his third straight scoring title, dropping 33, 7, and 6 so far this year, and playing very good defense in the first 25 games of the year as well. But we saw last episode that Wilson Towns has kind of been struggling. You know, the first two showcase games, he actually hit a couple of threes, which was not what I thought was going to happen. But last episode, he went 3 for 16 from the field, took a lot of shots away from guys that you would probably prefer to take those shots. And he's only shot like 40% from the field this year and like 23% from behind the arc. Cole Anthony has not shot much better. In fact, he shot worse from the field. But just like last year when Lou Dort was going through this same kind of a thing, we let him play through it on the bench. So I'm going to do that exact same thing with Cole Anthony. And I'll be taking away some minutes right now for Towns, but not going to be putting him down to the G League just yet. I want to see a bit more of him, but before we do that, but we're going to bring Cole Anthony back in, as some folks were saying down in the comments. And I think for today, I do want to watch this game on the road against the Sixers, against Tyrese Maxey, former Neptune Taylor Hendricks, Jabari Smith, Jarrett Allen, who we are used to as we have played the Cavaliers a lot of times when he was over there. They got Theo Nance off the bench. He was one of those top rookies. He was a top 5 draft pick, so doesn't have the highest potential out of the top 5 picks, but is still probably the best overall player coming right out of the draft. So he's had a couple of solid games recently, but I'm probably going to watch this game on the road. So without further ado, let's sim and see how we do in this next stretch of basketball. Well, that's not good. We just simmed one game, and it looks like Lou Dort has the same injury that Kuminga picked up a couple weeks ago, and that is a severe right ankle sprain, which is not going to be good for our defense, obviously. That was pretty much the reason for putting him into our starting lineup, so I guess probably going to have to start Jose Ramirez until Lou Dort can come back. And we lost that game against Detroit as well. So 2 straight losses. That's not good. So to me, this actually will open the door for Josh Green, Wilson Towns, and Cole Anthony all to get more playing time. So we're going to bump Anthony up to about 14 minutes, Towns up to 16 with some minutes at shooting guard for now. And we're going to give Josh Green about 24 off the bench to replace Lou Dort. And Ramirez will start in his place as well. So there's your new lineup for now. And we do end up getting Dort back a few games before we face the Sixers. So he will come back, and we're going to go back to the lineup that we started this episode with. Then 2 games later, Jalen Duren gets hurt. Sprained left knee, out for probably the next week of action. We'll see if he can play against the Sixers here, but he might not be able to. So that means that Capella will start in the same minutes as Duren, and we're going to bring Mo Bamba off the bench as his backup. So we had 5 losses there in the first 25 games of the season, and now through 36 games, we've got 10 losses. So not playing our best basketball these last couple of weeks. We start off with a loss against Detroit, who's barely above 500. It looks like Frank Perry just dropped 35 on us. Boy with 29, Kuminga 20 points. Ramirez 0 for 8 in this game. Jovanovic 0 for 7. Jesus, what's happening to our guards in that game? Beat the Lakers despite 26 from Hood Schifino. A big day for Boyd on the glass. and Jalen Duren as well. Yovi shot the ball well in this game. Then we played the Heat. Tyler Herro, 27, 6, and 8 here in this Miami loss. 30-plus for Jovanovic and Boyd. And pretty good scoring from a couple of other players. Then we lost against Brooklyn, who is 24-12, and I guess they're pretty hot on our tail right now. Wow, they got 2 40-plus point games. Deion Walton and Brandon Edwards both pop off against us. Giddey also played very well. And we lost because of it, despite a 39-point day for Boyd. It was not enough. Jesus, what happened to our defense here? That was bad. Then Boyd drops 44 against the Wizards. Okay. Double-doubles for Duren and Kuminga with some rebounds. Wilson Towns played well, 17 points off the bench. 30 for Patrick Baldwin Jr. and 25 for Sanders, but we'd take this game. Then 2 straight L's, one against the Hawks, one against the Raptors. Looks like Jovanovic and Boyd led us in scoring in this game. How do we lose? I guess they just had really balanced scoring, but nobody was great for them. But a couple of guys like Capella, Wilson Towns was 0 for 9 in this game. That's a big reason why we just lost. It was a pretty close game until the end of the game. So that's a tough loss to bear right there. The Raptors are catching up to us at 23-13 after a slow start, as Boyd drops 52 despite the overtime loss. Are you serious? How did we lose putting on these numbers? It's because the defense struggled. Triple-double here for Scotty Barnes. Grady Dick played pretty well. Is that Aaron Gordon? It is. Since when was he a Raptor? We bounced back by taking down the Magic by 26. Pretty good scoring across the board for your Neptunes. 18 points for Burton here to lead the way for Orlando, but it wasn't enough. So that would kickstart a 3-game win streak. We go into a win here against Portland. Boyd drops 40 again. 21 for Jovanovic, 13, 6, and 6 for Kuminga. 32 for Shadon Sharp. We won that game. Then we also bludgeoned the Mavericks, who are a pretty solid team this year. But they just really struggled. Thompson, 3 for 16. Kyrie Irving, 1 for 9. Jalen Smith, 1 for 8 off the bench. That's not going to get it done. But we had 20-plus from Kuminga, Boyd, and Jovanovic. But now we're coming off a loss against the team that we're about to face. We lost at home against the Sixers, who are now 5 games above 500. And pretty much thanks to a third quarter where they outscored us 31-20. Boyd played very well and had 5 steals in this game. 15 for Cole Anthony, 14 for Jovanovic. Ramirez, 5 for 15. Mo Bamba, 1 for 7. 1 for 6 behind the arc. So a couple of guys really struggled. Kuminga only took 6 shots and only hit 2 of them, and he fouled out in 21 minutes of game time. So that was not a good game for him. Jabari Smith, 24 and 11. Wesley off the bench, or maybe not off the bench, 19 points. Maxey, 5 for 12. Usually expect more shots from him. Hendricks, 5 for 12. They just shot way better than we did, simply put. So we're still first in the conference, but the Nets and Raptors have closed the gap even further, with the Nets now within 2 games, the Raptors and Pacers both within 3. So there's really no one team, including us, that is standing out right now, because we have pretty much 5 other teams that are within pretty good range of us. So we got to really pick things up here, man. And we are still not playing that well at home. 10-7. While we are 16-3 on the road. Very similar to last year, but 6-4 in our last 10 is not going to cut it for this team. It simply won't. And our 3-point shooting, I don't think has been very good this year. Let's go see real quick. I'm curious on that. Team stats. We're tied. No, we do have the best record right now in the NBA with the Spurs right behind us. But in terms of points per game, we are first. Points allowed per game, we're sort of middle of the pack right now, so not, a great defense by any means. And 3-point percentage, we're still number 2, but the Pistons have now surpassed us. So, the Sixers, it's going to be a road game on national TV. They're going to start Dean Jackson, who I think is, what, 5'11" or 6 foot or something? Oh, he's 6'2". But still, yeah, he's around Yovi's height. So Dean Jackson, Tyrese Maxey, Bradford Wesley, Jabari Smith, Jarrett Allen. Pretty good defensive team, especially in the post. So going to see if we can work through this. Jalen Duren hasn't returned, so he's going to miss this game with the injury. So Capella gets the start today against another defensive big in Jarrett Allen. So can we stop them and just bounce back with a win and avoid 2 straight against Philadelphia? Let's find out. Here we go on the road. It has been a while since we faced the Sixers, but here we go in the Wells Fargo Center as Jarrett Allen controls the tip. And Philly will start with the basketball. Screen comes up from Jabari Smith. Jackson's freed up on the shot, and that's way too easy. Jovanovic does typically get caught on those screens, especially with big guys like Jarrett Allen out there. Hoping Capella can set some similarly tough screens against Philly here. That's a fadeaway shot. Jovanovic trying a similar start to our last game against Charlotte, but doesn't drop. Now another screen from Smith. Jackson trying to get around Jovanovic. Good defense so far. Tough shot for Maxey. No dice. Minga freed up off the Capella screen. Cross-court pass. Never mind. 3-second violation. Another shot for Jackson. That one doesn't go this time from the elbow. I'd love to see some more open shots compared to what the Heat playbook gave us, obviously. We'll see if that actually happens. I'm counting down. We're really doing this again. Dort has to force the shots. Smith down low. Boyd there. Time counting down for Philly. Maxey has to jack one up. But Dort's there to contest the shots. Jovanovic trying to shrug off Allen, and he is fouled. We'll take that in transition, I guess. And get her first points here. No field goals yet here in the first 2 minutes, obviously, but Jovanovic will put us on the board here. Just like he did against Charlotte. Second free throw is also good. Screen comes up from Allen. Smith trying to get downhill, and Boyd's called for the foul now. First free throw for Smith. Averaging just under 20 points per game so far this year, over 8 rebounds. And both are good. Boyd's left open. That's a wide open 3. What is it with us and not knocking down these open 3s all of a sudden, man? We used to be so good at these. Good defense by Jovanovic. Good help by Capella. Now a tough shot for Jackson, but it goes. Okay. That's a turnover. Kuminga. That was not the right pass. Floater for Maxey. Well contested by Dort. High ball screen for Boyd. Let's make this work, fellas. Back to Capella. Allen's there. And he's fouled. An early second there on Jarrett Allen. He might check out here. They're going to bring in Taylor Hendricks, who did not get the starts, and Allen will check out. So Smith moves to center, so some small ball action here, which could be good for us with Boyd still at power forward, and now with Hendricks on him. Could be an easier matchup. As Capella misses the shot off the glass, and it's gone the other way. Jackson to Smith for the easy dunk. 8-2. 0 for 4 for us. They're 3 for 7. Come on, fellas. Pick it up. 4 shots in 4 minutes is awful. How is the clock still counting down? Again, how are these the kind of shots that we're drawing up right now? Maxey takes the screen. Dort sticking with them. And he gets the stop again. What was that lob? And how did Maxey get that? He looks sloppy again. Bradford Wesley, left open by Kuminga. We got to call timeouts. 5 minutes in, we have 2 points and no field goals. Another turnover. Pass jumped by Dean Jackson. This is ugly. Jackson at the rim. No good. Jovanovic there to stall him out. Hello with it. Hand off to Boyd. He gets by Hendricks, but it's stolen by Smith. And now a fast break. Hendricks goes the distance. What is going on here? Jovanovic off the glass. That was contested. Man, no field goals in the first 6 minutes is maybe our worst start to a game ever, I think, in this entire series. Wesley behind the arc, around and out, luckily. Got some movements. Kuminga down low. Trying to find something. Another shot clock that counts down to the very end. That one's good somehow. That's our first field goal. Little screen from Hendricks. Tough shot for Smith. They're going to hit shots like that? All right. Let's get Boyd more involved here. He's got Hendricks on him. What are these plays? I'm not seeing hardly any screens. I'm just seeing passing around the entire wing. This is ridiculous. Jackson lost it. It's out of bounds off him. But it's time for the backups to come in. We're about to get a whole lot worse. Can Bamba, Ramirez, Rhodes, or Anthony give us a spark? There's something. Almost a turnover on the inbound pass, but they missed time to steal. So Cole Anthony, welcome back. This is Stewart, left open. Kuminga gets the feed down low. There's a double team there. There's got to be... How do we not find the open shot? That was a clear double team. Back to Kuminga. Open look. There it is. Luckily, Philly has not gotten off to, you know, a great start, but now they're trying to pour it on here. And Maxey has shot 46% from 3 here in Wells Fargo Center. That's pretty damn good. Bamba backing down Stewart's. And he got it. Nice post move. Billy trying to find a shot. Jackson off the off-ball screen. Launches the triple, but that one's no good. Double screens. Anthony flies inside. Back out. Wide open. Gotta hit that next time, man. This is Wesley. Behind the arc. His third attempt from behind doesn't go. Get this ball to Kuminga and have him attack Maxey, man. He's got a mismatch. Instead, we let Cole Anthony drive to the rim and score. Good play. Maxey toying with Ramirez, and the shot is in. Behind the arc. Cole Anthony off to a 3-for-3 start. A spark off the bench, just what this team needed. Stewart the screen. Jackson back out to him. Open shot. How about you guys miss one of these open ones like we have? Come on. Double screens again. Wide open 3. Another one for Cole Anthony. Can we get a defensive stop, though? Pull up. No good for Maxey. Anthony brings it up and goes right to the rack, and the floater is up and in. Billy's going to have the last shot of the day, or of the quarter, not the entire day. The lob goes nowhere. Ramirez jacks it up, and it just dances off the rim. Almost made it a one-score game after a horrible start. The starters did nothing. The backups did all of it. Down by 5 through 1. Well, that was a slow, ugly first quarter, but we're somehow in this ball game, which is not what I thought was going to happen after those first 6 minutes, but we'll take it, obviously. Got Cole Anthony still out there. He'll going to try and score again, but that's a tough one, and he misses the rim entirely. This is Smith for three. No way that goes in. All right. Anthony trying to drive again, and he got the bucket and the foul. Cole Anthony, man, this is crazy what I'm seeing from him. He took that benching personally. I'm sorry, man. The commentators were right. They were right. The comments were right, not the commentators. I'm the goddamn commentator. Anyways, the free throw is good. What has he got, like 13 points or something? Okay, Bamba, you gave Smith way too much space there, man. Love these double screens with Cole Anthony, and back out to Jovanovic. Doesn't go. Threes are not dropping for us. Well, we got a steal. Jovanovic dumps the pass. Fast break, and he will head to the line for some free throws. First free throw, up and in. Boyd, Ramirez, Capella, check back in the ball game. Anthony takes his seats, but gotta salute number 50. Second one is up and good, too. 2-point game. They got Anunoby coming off the bench over Ramirez. Surprised he missed. Screen comes up from Capella. Jovanovic gets rid of his man. Capella fires. That is not a good shot. That was good defense by Smith too, but ill-advised. Got the switch. Anunoby. That one's too easy. Let's get our star player more involved here. There's Boyd, but that was a contested shot. He's not off to a good start. And we almost got a steal, but the pass whizzes by Capella. And Philly's back up by 6. And a backdoor play over the top to Boyd for the alley-oop. That's more like it. Just his first field goal. He's got a minus 13 plus minus because all the starters were just so bad for the start of this game. But got to get him on track here if we're going to win this game. Deep three. Smith can't knock it down. Here's our chance to spark a run. Baseline drive. Boyd finishes at the rim. That's more like it. Screen from Hendricks. Smith. Wow. Timeout Neptunes. 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Dort back out there with Matthew Rhodes. Can we spark a run here? Still down by 4. Dort needs to pass the ball. This cannot be the shot that we end up taking, man. Behind the arc, Smith. Thankfully missed it. Here comes a screen. Bonnet trying to get rid of Dean Jackson here. He gets by him. The shot is off. Smith down the middle over 2 defenders. You're telling me that one goes. Boyd, left-handed shot. That was a little wacky, but he got it. Another handoff. Smith trying to get by Rhodes. Good defense so far, and we almost got a steal. Wood had the deflection, and now they have an open shot. How did that even happen? No, Rhodes. You can't turn the ball over there. 7-point game. The offense is just really, honestly, shockingly bad. Under 6 to go in the half. Boyd's got to start to really step up here and make some plays with the ball in his hands. But it's hard to force it when we're just kind of sharing the ball around a little too much. Good pass to Capella with the bucket and foul. Jared Allen picks up his third. That's like the only good thing we've done so far is get Jared Allen out of the game, but when they've played Smith at center, they've honestly been better. Of course, the free throw's out. Smith trying to push the tempo with Kuminga on him. Backing him down, no help coming. And he got the stop and the rebound too. Let's find an open shot here. Ramirez behind the back. Decent look. Back iron. Double screens. Smith pulls the trigger. He's got to be on track for like a 20-point first half, and he is. 16 points so far. Boyd trying to drive to the rim strongly through the contact from Wesley. That's more like it. We have only shot 47% so far and have taken way less shots than they have because we turn the ball over so much, which continues to be a problem. This is Jackson. Back to Stewart. Keep leaving that guy open. He's going to make you pay. Luckily, that shot's out. Ramirez off ball. And the pass gets there late. Now he's open off the screen. Good pass to Kuminga. Back to him. And it's contested. Really? That is wild. Maxey lost it. Kuminga's got a steal. It's dribbled right up to him. 6-point ball game, but this is going just like our last two showcase games, man. Boyd is fouled on the drive attempts. Would love to somehow make our way back in this lead by halftime. That would make me feel a whole lot better. Getting tired of being down by 3 to 4 buckets all game long, only to blow it in the fourth quarter and lose. So let's try and take the lead here before you reach halftime. The free throws are both good. You bring in Wilson Towns for the first time. We'll see what he can do. Wesley over 2 defenders, and he got hacked by Kuminga, I guess. Our first foul of the quarter. 16.5 points per game for Wesley. He's a great free throw shooter. So you should expect these two to both go. And they do. Feed to Bamba in the high post. He finds Towns at the rim, and he lays it in. That's more like it. That's a good play. Jackson contested, and it rolls off the rim. Towns got there and had a good shot contest. 2 for 7 start for Dean Jackson. That's been helping us out. Let's make it a one-score game here. Boyd back to Ramirez. He's got a decent look, but he has not scored so far today. Shot clock under 5. Screen for Maxey. That's contested. And that definitely should not go in. 2 minutes to go. Come on, fellas. We're still in this game easily. Let's just put a run together. Boyd, why'd you pass that? Almost trying to go to work instead. Stewart there. Got to get rid of it. Wow, this is just... What? Okay. The shot goes in. Thanks, Kuminga. Did not think that was going to go in, but we'll take it. 1-point game, the closest this game has been since it was 2-2. Actually trying to go at Ramirez. Well contested. Yes, sir. Good post defense, man. Love that. Would love for Boyd to attack Maxey here, but we're not going to. Not sure why. Kuminga's got it. Shot clock under 5 again. Screen comes up. Another contested shot. And this time it's out. Good defense by Towns, but Boyd left Maxey open in the corner. What did he come over to help for? Got Boyd moving around off ball. Open mid-range jumper. That's like one of her first open jump shots all day long, and didn't hit hardly any of the first ones, so that was a sight for sore eyes. Jackson takes the screen, got the switch. Hendricks pulls up and knocks it down. We're going to have allowed less than 50 points here in the first half, but for our second straight showcase game, we're doing the same. Going to have the last shot here in the half. Towns needs to get rid of this ball. He gets it to Bamba, and he misses the shots. Down by 4. somehow, after our worst start in team history. Let's bounce back here in the second half. We need more of Cole Anthony, man, because he was special when he was in. Well, the third quarter begins. We are on track for 90 points, but hoping for a better second half. There's Boyd. That's more like it. Get this guy more involved here, just like in our last second half, and a game just like this. The 2-point game, you can definitely win this game, obviously. Smith downhill, and he missed the shots. But can't give this guy any space right now because he's been knocking those shots down left and right. Boyd takes the screen, gets around Allen, little shuffle pass. Capella, you gotta hit that layup. You have to, and Boyd's gonna just take that shot around Allen because he was trying to go for a screen. That's an open shot and a miss for Jackson, luckily. We get it right back. Ivanovic right down to the rack, and we're tied at 49. Good defense by the Neptunes. Screen comes up. Don't allow a shot here. I mean, I guess we'll allow that one. Never mind. Are you serious? Who is this guy? This is frankly ridiculous, some of these shots that these guys are making. This is shades of the Suns and the Warriors. Not the Suns, the Warriors and whoever else we played last episode. Let's stop turning the damn ball over. Jackson. That's contested. But Allen got the rebound. We're down by 6. Boyd with a nice crossover, but he's blocked on the floater by Allen. Up to Maxey. Transition 3. Trying to go back door for Boyd, and he's there. What a toss-up. Holy cow. That was sick. Trying to get Smith open on the screen, but Boyd gets around it. Now screens for Maxey. Dort, good defense. Boyd as well. We got the stop. Boyd just flies right by Smith and is fouled by him too. Only his first foul, but Boyd's trying to pick up some momentum here on the offensive end. He's already up to 16 points. After done there in the first quarter, obviously. First free throw goes. Second free throw is good. We never led, have we? I don't think we have. Maxey turns it over after picking up his dribble. All right, 5-point game. Let's close the gap again. Jackson playing some good defense on Jovanovic here. Now our shot clock's about to wind down. This keeps on happening. Kuminga for 3. Can we hit a shot like them? Because they already hit 2 of those. Jackson. Blocked by Capella. Rejected right in his face. That was beautiful. Now we got a mismatch somewhere. We got Capella with Dean Jackson on him. Double comes for Boyd. Let's pass out of this. But not to Capella. They recover on defense. Shot clock under 5. Now Kuminga's wide open on a flat-footed 3. That's a much better look. 5 minutes gone here in the quarter. Smith with space, but he can't respond. A 3 could put us in the lead here. Double comes for Kuminga down low. He passes out. Dort's uncontested. That's got to go in, man. What is it with us and these open 3s? Him and Ramirez both have missed wide open looks, man, and they're crucial misses. Smith got the switch, but he lost the ball out of bounds. Good hands there by Capella. Rhodes will check in, which means Boyd will take a short rest here in this third quarter. We'll check back in with about 3 or so minutes to go. Screen comes up from Jared Allen. Got to cover this one well. Jovanovic playing some good defense, but Jackson still somehow scores. He's got 9 points. Trying to work on Jackson here. Jovanovic takes a contested 3, but we need shots like that to fall. Ramirez back in the game for your Neptunes, with the Sixers leading by 1. Axie gets rid of him, but misses the shots. It's tipped off the glass. Capella to scrap it next time, man. That's crazy. Could still get the stop here, though. Hand off. Smith. No good. Oh, my God. How are we really doing this right now? Ramirez, backcourt violation. Come on, man. Playing pretty close to Smith right now. We got the switch, but on the pick and roll, Hendricks gets by Rhodes. We're back down by 3. We just cannot get ourselves in front. It's like, once we get within like 1 point, it's just impossible to tie it up. Kuminga, yes. Get this guy more open, please. He's knocking his shots down. Can we get a stop? Back to Hendricks. Kuminga, good defense, but the double clutch. That's a good play by Hendricks, man. He's got 10 points, all of them coming inside the paints. Rhodes finds Kuminga. Back door to answer right back. Tied at 64. A 15-6 run by the Neptunes the last 4 or 5 minutes. Let's keep it up. Smith. Missed it. Here we go. Here's our chance. Don't turn this ball over. Got Bamba moving off ball on the right side, but Allen sticks with them. Now backdoor to Kuminga, but it doesn't work this time. And that was a turnover. Jackson, step back shots, and they're right back in the lead. They got 12 points off TOs. We got 4. That's been the difference in this game. Besides the open threes, which we've kind of been better at recently. Good pass out. Please, Ramirez, come on. That was for the lead. Axie, bounce pass back to Allen, and he picks up the foul on Bamba. He's got free throws. Man, we've given ourselves so many chances to take the lead and have squandered every single one of them to this point. And we've had some good looks. Now down by 4. Boyd checks back in to close the quarter, along with Josh Green. Bamba's open, please. Yes! And Anunoby trying to work on Ramirez. And he misses the shots. That's his second stop on Anunoby so far in this game as Boyd trying to push the tempo, and we turn the ball over again. This is crazy. It's like we don't want to take the lead for some reason. This is weird. 2 minutes to go until the 4th quarter. Fadeaway 3 for Anunoby. Are you joking? Bamba the screen. Boyd's got it against Hendricks. Double team comes. Ramirez. We keep giving him open looks, and this time he finally knocks down his first field goal. It took almost 3 full quarters of good looks to get it done. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. They're trying to get Maxey backdoor, but they don't make the pass. Now Anunoby hits the shot. Come on, man. How have we shot better from the field than them? I don't believe that. Double again for Boyd. Green's open, and now we're knocking down the threes. We're tied again at 73. 4 for 12 thus far. They're 7 for 17. That's not right, is it? No way that's right. We've taken way more than 12, haven't we? Yeah. This and some of these stats, how is this still a problem? We've taken 21. They've taken 27. I was going to say, did not sound right to me, but we've apparently shot 48% behind the arc. That is music to my ears, I guess, but honestly can't even tell, considering that the Sixers keep knocking them down too. Hendricks puts them back in front. Nice pass to Boyd. Double team comes again. Green. Decent look, but you can't knock down 2 in a row. Do not allow a bucket here. Just get a stop. Get a quick bucket if you can, and go into the fourth quarter with a 1-score ball game, hopefully. Anunoby trying to work on Bamba, and he lays it in. Bamba, put a damn hand up. For Pete's sake. 5-point game again. We're just getting blue ball left and right. Jovanovic with it. He's going to have to shoot this. And it's good in the face of Maxey. 2-point game with 1 quarter left. 76-78, but my God. We need some help. Come on, fellas. We can do this. Philly starts the fourth with possession. Looking for us to start this quarter in a very strong way. They're going to keep Anunoby out there, and he pulls the trigger. The shot is good. Double team comes for Boyd. That leaves Cole Anthony wide open, but he misses the wide open 3. Noel goes the other way, and Boyd picks up his second. Come on, man. These open looks gotta start going. Like, yes, we've hit some of them, but some of these are literally practice shots. They're practice shots. The free throws are good from Noel. Green, nice little half spin move, but Hunt playing some good defense. That's not the right shots. Get it to Anunoby. Trying to attack Ramirez again. He picks up his dribble and got it again. 16 points off the bench for OG. Double team comes for Boyd. Same shot as his last one. This time Anthony converts. It's back to 5. If they're going to double Boyd, that will open some more chances for some wide open buckets. So got to take advantage. This is Hunt. This is ridiculous. They have an answer for everything. They double Boyd again. Anthony, third try. Yes, sir. I just want a singular stop. Anunoby. Fouls. They're just getting whatever they want here on the offensive end. And so is Anunoby, who's been a spark off their bench like Anthony has been for us, obviously. Bamba back in the game for us. The free throws are both good. We are down by 7. Rhodes back in there as well. Boyd takes a short breather. ISO against Jackson. And Anthony draws the foul. Just hit the free throws. That's all I'm asking. First one online. Maybe this game will get Anthony back on track shooting-wise. Because before, or in his first 10 games, he was shooting like 36% from the field. So, obviously having a great game here today. Oh, Jackson got rid of Anthony. That's a decent look, but Jackson has been off his game today, which I appreciate. Nice pass to Ramirez when OG wasn't looking. We're back within 1 score. Jackson trying to drive on Anthony. Great defense, but they hit it. 13 points for Jackson now and 31 minutes played. We call timeout up by or down by 5. Have we led in this game? I'm pretty sure we haven't. What was that, Bamba? He threw it right to Anunoby, and now he's got free throws. Dude, the turnovers are insane. That was just the like dumbest inbound pass ever. And it's going to be free points again for Philly off a turnover. That just cannot happen, man. Just cannot happen. Screen comes up. Don't take a bad shot here. Cole Anthony. What a finish. He's got 25. Who is this guy? Anunoby working on Green now. He finally missed a bucket. Green's open on the step back. Yes! It's back to 2. We've seen this story unfold before. Can we actually start a real run here and take the lead? That would be nice. Jackson, back to Smith. No, don't leave this guy open. Anthony, please. Well, Philly seems to know how to hold on to a lead in, like, the best way possible. This is very difficult. Now we're holding the ball way too long. Green pulls up. The shot's good, though. We'll take it. But we need some actual, real, bona fide stops for once. We're shooting well now, but need more plays like that. Good defense by Green again. Don't gotta force anything here. Just find an open look. Bamba gets the feed, trying to get backdoor to Green, I thought, but instead it's a step back shot for Anthony that he hits. Dude, I mean, he's just on an absolute tear. The starters about to check back in here soon, but I want to see these next few minutes with Anthony on the court. That's blocked by Bamba. Here's our chance. Fast break. Get it up to him. You don't make the pass, but a bucket will give us the lead. No turnovers, please. Boyd, open triple. We're in front. 98-96, our first lead of the ball game. Under 6 to play, and the Sixers have to call a timeout. What a twist of fate. The starters come back in for the remainder of this game. We got a steal. Bad pass there by Wesley. Jovanovic got it. Kuminga misses on the other end. Despite Allen really not even going up for that stop. Still lead by 2. Let's just protect this lead like Philly did up until this point. Jackson trying to work down low, and Kuminga was there to help out. Great help defense, man. That's some good team basketball right there. I love that. And now we lob it for Boyd, but it's snatched by Allen. He was trying to go for a 360. Let's not get fancy here, fellas. Screen for Maxey, but it's a bad one. And the paint. How does he score that? 19 points now off turnovers for the Sixers. We still only have 4. Gonna feed Capella down low. And he just missed Jovanovic backdoor, who was wide open. Boyd's doubled, and Capella cuts, but he misses the layup. Got it back. Boyd for 3. Yes! This is a crazy game, man. This is actually... wow. I am shocked that this game has been this good after that first quarter. Good defense by Dort, sticking with Maxey. Shot clock under 10. Smith has not scored in quite a while. I'd have to shoot the ball here. Boyd. Beautiful defense. Perfect. Boyd's doubled again. Jovanovic, the sniper, wide open. Our biggest lead of the night. Let's protect it now. Under 3.5 to play. Maxey going after Dort. The push shot is out, though. Dort spin. Locking down Maxey pretty much all day long. Double comes for Boyd again. Capella. You have Dort wide open, and it dances around and out. Are you serious? Playing some tight defense here, but Dort gets caught on the screen, and Allen's open at the rim. It is anybody's game right now with about 2.5 to play. I don't want to blow this, guys. I really don't. Dort open. Second try. Come on, man. He's had so many open looks and hasn't knocked him down. But backdoor violation. It goes the other way. We were due for one of those, man. After ours, because that was just completely embarrassing from Ramirez. So a costly turnover. We get the ball right back. All right, don't let Dort shoot. Give it to Boyd instead, but Allen with some solid post defense. Don't allow a bucket. No, Allen makes it a 2-point game in transition. Gotta take some smarter shots here, man. That was not a good one. 104, 102. Boyd pulls up. The shot is out. Not sure that was the right call either. Oh, we've got Jovanovic on Maxey. That's not good. Maxey out of a shot to Smith. Wide open. They're back in front. Oh, we blew the lead. Can we get back in front? Kuminga. Yes, he's been on the money from downtown. 107, 105. Let's get a stop here. We're going to watch the rest of this game without clipping away here. Maxey's got it. Dort playing some tight defense. And they turn the ball over. Out of bounds off of Jabari Smith, who couldn't corral the pass. Another costly turnover. Our bench is standing up for the last minute here. So is Phillies. What a game we have here in Wells Fargo. Jovanovic is open. Knock it down. Pull the trigger, brother. Come on. Back to him. He's open across the court. We don't get the ball to him. Instead, the shot clock's counting down. Dort, back to Jovanovic. The shot is out now. How do we screw that up, man? We had 2 open looks right there and never got him the ball. That's just not good court vision at all. Screen comes up for Maxey. Dort got a second behind it, and Allen just punched it back in. What the hell was that? We might have the last shot of this ball game. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, fellas. We're tied at 107. Don't turn this ball over. We can save for the last shot. Let's make it a good one. Jovanovic against Dean Jackson. Let's call an actual play here. What do we got? It's Dort. Gonna let him shoot. It's good! He makes up for every other miss! 0.5 on the clock! Holy cow! We believed in our team! We believe in number 5, and he knocks it down! A near buzzer beater from Lou Dort! What a game on our hands, folks! 0.5 on the clock for Philly. They advance the ball. All they can do is tie. They have to shoot right off the inbound pass. Smith doesn't even have a shot. It's over. The Neptunes take it 110 to 107. Lou Dort. Holy shit. That was incredible. Can't say we've watched a game quite like that in this series, man. Wow. Mac Boyd, player of the game, though, and think he deserves it. After 0 field goals there in the first 6 minutes of this game, did you expect the game to unfold like that? That was absolutely incredible. Wow. Even if we would have lost this game, that was still one of the best games we've ever watched in this series. And I feel like Cole Anthony probably deserved player of the game over Mac Boyd. He scored 27 points in 12 minutes. 3 boards, 3 assists, 10 for 12 from the field. I mean, dude, he was cashing shit. I really do think that he deserved player of the game, but I mean, Boyd hit a couple of huge fourth quarter shots, missed a couple as well, but holy cow, man, Lou Dort's only shot that went in was the game winner. That is unreal. That is unreal. Now, he and Ramirez both struggled here in this game offensively, but we got the win. That's all that matters in the end. We end up shooting very well from behind the arc, so back to what we're kind of used to. If you take away those first 6 minutes, we actually played a pretty good offensive basketball game. Now on defense, not the case. We allowed a ton of open looks, and they hit some tough shots too. But we couldn't really get into an offensive rhythm until the second quarter came around when Cole Anthony came out there, or rather in the latter half of the first quarter. That was an absolute instant classic, man. That was sick. So we bounced back after a loss against Philly with the win, and now we enter January, and we are about a month away from the All-Star draft and about a month and a half away from the All-Star break. So definitely going through this year a lot faster than we're used to, but I think it's going to be worth doing to get through some more seasons and see more of the playoffs especially. Now we could still watch a game against Brooklyn, although we obviously have faced them recently in last year's playoff round, but their 24-12 could be a really good game worth watching, or we could watch against the Sonics, who are around 500 right now, but they made the WCF as the 6th seed last year. So who knows? Maybe they're missing, I guess Trae Young is elsewhere, right? They got B.I. and Timmy Hayes now alongside Delano Collins. And yeah, they don't have Trae Young any longer. So could face them, could face the Rockets, but they're horrible. The Nuggets are now above 500, so they're picking up some steam here. Still with their usual starters. But yeah, I mean, what a game. That was, wow. That was awesome. So I will end it there. Don't want to end on simming here after that good of a ball game. So we'll pick things up next time around, folks. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave your comments down below, and we will pick it up next time with the Neptunes. Peace out.